Have you ever asked yourself, like, what do I need to be doing to land my dream client? Like, either what do I need to be doing or what am I doing wrong? Listen, in today's episode, we're going to get into that because there are some key things that you can do to really land your dream client without all the hustle and the burnout. Listen, the hustle and the burnout is real, especially when you don't know what to do and what are those steps and how to really connect with your ideal client. You find yourself in this hamster wheel, and it's like you're putting out a lot, but you're not seeing a high level of return on investment, especially in the form of those ideal clients. You're probably like, why am I like steady attracting these, for lack of a better words, these people these leeches who just want to come and get free content but never want to work with me. Listen, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the hat, and it's a frustrating place to be. And really what I found is that it wasn't their fault, it was my fault, because there was some things that I needed to shift in my business so that I wouldn't be in the wrong environments and feel like that I was hanging around audiences that were just in it for the free, but wasn't really in it for that next level of growth. And for me, next level growth is super important, like I'm sure it is for you. So in today's episode, we're going to go deep into what that looks like. So you know how we roll. Get your pen, your paper, and let's get into it. What's up, leader? Welcome to the Gifted Entrepreneur Show, the dopest podcast on the planet that explores the world of Christian entrepreneurship and reveals secrets to unlocking your unique codes to create generational wealth. I'm your host, LaDondra Hervey, wife, mom, award-winning author, and Christian business coach who's excited to take you on a transformational journey of taking bold steps to unlock your unique gifts and pursue your entrepreneurial dreams with unwavering faith. Buckle up. It's time to make your dreams of creating generational wealth a reality. Are y'all ready to get into this episode as we're talking about 3 hacks to land your dream clients without hustle and burnout? I'm ready because this is a hot topic that many entrepreneurs find themselves struggling with, and it really is just that thing to where it's like, what am I doing wrong, and where do I need to make those shifts, and who do I need to become? Like, these are some questions that you get to ask yourself as you are on this journey of becoming the entrepreneur who is ready to receive those ideal clients, right? And so, I always talk about becoming the entrepreneur who is ready to receive generational wealth, but the same is true for us as we are talking about stepping into serving our ideal clients at a deep level. And so we're going to get into those things, but I want to just honor one of our beautiful tribe members who have left a beautiful review. The Blossomed Queen says, "Awesome. I've always planned on starting a business, but have not followed my dream. I've been sidetracked, rather it's been marriage, children, family, or work. But listen to you and watching you on your faith journey, it's been amazing. With that being said, prayer, hope, and believing and faith is the key ingredient for a life of great prosperity and success. So please keep teaching what you practice to inspire God's people for kingdom life, changing mindsets for success. Blessing to you and yours." Thank you so much, Blossom Queen, for this really sincere and genuine review that you have left. I felt that. And so in return, I just want to pray a commended blessing over you, your marriage, your children, your family, your work, and everything that you are putting your hand to do. I pray that your business moves from dream to purpose and to profit, and then beyond into legacy impact. You are truly one who is called for God's work. And I just pray that you understand that at a deep level, because I feel that. And so thank you for that beautiful review. So you guys, like I say, we're about to get into this. We have 3 hacks to land your dream clients without the hustle and the burnout. So we're going to jump in. We're not going to waste no time. And because I want this to be one that is like it's a power episode where you can get what you need and then you can get back and do the phenomenal things that God is calling you to do. We good with that? All right. So the very first tip that I have for you is that in order for you to really attract your dream clients, is that you really have to understand your dream clients' pain points and their purchasing behaviors. And so a lot of times we kind of jump into business, and we jump into business for what we think our ideal clients' pain points are. And that's a good starting place, but you really want to move past just where that starting place is, and you want to go a little bit deeper and see, like, what are they really experiencing? And when you think about what are they really experiencing, you want to think about it from that standpoint, and you want to ask questions to them on really saying, okay, so what is that pain point that's going to move them into a buying decision? That's the question that you want to ask yourself. What is that pain point that is going to move them into a buying decision? Because sometimes the pain point is not great enough that it's going to move them into a buying decision. As I think about this, I think about this one analogy that has been said just over and over, and I'm just going to summarize it in my own words. They talk about that there was this dog, and he was on the porch, and I can just imagine this old just Labrador type dog sitting on a front porch, and he was saying that he was laying on a nail. And it's like this nail, and he's just kind of in this painful place with this nail, but he just day in, day out, he continued to lay on this nail. And so the question was asked, why won't the dog get up, like, off of the nail? Like, why is he just sitting there on that nail? And the owner of the dog said, well, I guess it hasn't been painful enough for him to get up off the nail and move. And so the same thing is true for us in our businesses, is that, and for our ideal clients, is that it has to be a painful enough situation for them to want to move off the nail of their situation. So you can be talking to them about debt all day, or creating generational wealth all day, or losing weight, but if it's not painful enough for them and they really don't feel it on an emotional level for them to move, then they're not going to move. And so you'll be marketing, and your marketing may sound good, but it's not market moving marketing. And so when I say market moving, it's not causing motion in your ideal client, right? And so it's not causing them to draw closer to you enough for them to want to do business with you. And so I want you to just ask yourself that one question: what is that main pain points that's going to move my ideal client into a buying decision? Okay. And so you can, and I'll just give you one more tip. You can really do that by also just looking at what are some of the things that they have already tried. So you just go off in their history and look at some things that they've already bought. You can do that, like I say, in your market research and just different things like that. We really go deep into that in helping our clients in our next level program to really, really get that all fashioned up so that they're not guessing like what their ideal clients is and what's going to move them into that next level. But you know what? I didn't plan on saying this. I'm just saying in tip 2. So let's go into tip 2. So in tip 2, you want to in order for you to land your dream clients without the hustle and the burnout, is that you want to create a brand experience that attracts your ideal clients. And so part of you creating a brand experience, and this is what I was going to say, is you want to create a resonance in your brand that attracts those ideal clients, right? Those dream clients. And so that resonance, it has to be where literally that ideal clients see themselves in the work that you're doing. And so this includes everything. So this is everything from the way your business is set up, from the colors to your mission, to your market position, to your pricing, to the community of people that you draw in to your business. And so you really want to be strategic in how you think about that. You don't want to be a Target trying to attract high level Chanel type clients or high level White House Black Market type clients, or whatever all the other fancy brands is. Or you don't want to, and let's flip that, you don't want to, I'm gonna still use Target, you don't want to be a Target and you're trying to attract Walmart clients. Listen, I'm not one here to tell you that which brand is right or wrong for you, because I've seen entrepreneurs do it all just in all the ways. You see that Sam Walton, he had a Walmart, but in that's $1 billion enterprise, but Target, same thing. And then the same thing with a brand like I just said with Chanel, White House Black Market. But you got to be clear on what are those dream clients for you, because you may be not in that hustle and burnout because you're trying to attract dream clients, but you're positioning your prices as Target prices. Your dream and your dream client is a Chanel client. What they're going to do is they're going to look at you and they're going to be like, oh, that's not my person, because obviously like they're still in those beginning stages. And so I need a high level coach, or I need a high level weight loss trainer who has this experience. And so your pricing says a lot about you and your business. And so you may want to look at that and create a brand experience around it. Part of your brand experience is also the way you're positioning your content. And so if your content, you're speaking on low level content, and where your ideal client, they're more of a intellectual, where they are into their readers, they are researchers, and so they know that there's some certain things that they already know, but they just maybe don't know how to put it together in a comprehensive way that's going to get them results. I'm going to give you one last tip on creating a aligned brand experience. You got to know your ideal client. So if your ideal clients is a high achieving go-getter woman who don't have a lot of time, and then all of your content is just really like super long content, or it's drawn out content, and they're like, I just need quick hits that's going to get me results, but it's rich, then you may be missing an opportunity to really work with high level clients that really resonates with the type of work that you do. Okay. And so you really want to put some work in and really thinking about the brand experience that's going to attract your ideal client. The third and last one that I'm going to give you is that this is one of the most important ones, is that you want to be a dream client yourself. Sis, stop playing. You can't be trying to be out here in these streets. Yeah, I just got real gangster on it. You can't be out here in these streets saying, hey, I want to attract high-level clients that's dropping 5 figures on my programs, but you're not willing to invest 5 figures in your program. You got a hoarder's mindset of money, and you barely even invest in programs because, again, you just have a scarcity mindset. Whatever you put out, that's what you're going to attract. Whatever you reap, you're going to sow. Whatever you sow, you're going to reap. I said that backwards. And so you want to make sure that you're being a product of the product. You're being that dream client, and you're not out here saying you want something that you're not willing to give. give and it will be given to you, pressed down, shaken together, and runneth over into your lap. So you got to be one who's willing to give and sow into others at a high level before you can expect it to come back to you. And so that you got to be one who's willing to have an investor's mindset. You got to be one who's willing to do the work and lose that weight. You got to be the one who's willing to do the work and lose the debt or release your debt and have a debt strategy. You have to be your dream client. So whatever it is that you're expecting from your dream client, you got to be one who's willing to put out that exact same thing so that you first of all, what it's going to do is going to help you to understand what is your dream client's what do they want? What do they need? And how do they experience your type of product? So let me give you a perfect example. When I invested 5 figures into a coaching program, now I hadn't done that before, but the moment that I did that, I tell you what, probably about within the month, I think it was weeks, but just to be safe, I'm gonna say within the month, I raised my prices. And let me tell you why. It wasn't just because like I had invested in just this high level program, so there's this entitlement spirit around it. What it was is that I had already been invested at high levels, but once I invested at that next high level, not only did I increase my expertise and my experience at that level, but I had exposure to their behind the scenes, and I realized it opened up my eyes to realize that what I had in my hand, it was quality, because what I had in my hand, I was actually over delivering from what I had invested in. And so if I had not had that exposure and invested at that level, I wouldn't have seen what was behind the scenes in those type of incubators. And so a lot of times we're not reaching our ideal clients because we're looking and we're like, oh my gosh, like I could never charge those rates because like I don't do what they do and I don't have what they have. Well, why don't you go ahead and invest to see what that experience is like? And maybe you will find, like I found, is that me and my team were already delivering at that high level of value and even more, because not only did we have the resources, but we also had the hands-on strategy that from masterful coaches to help our clients to get the result. And so maybe you need to do those type of things so that then you will start to attract those ideal clients, those dream clients. And I'll tell you, when I made that 5-figure investment, I paid in full. And let me tell you, shortly after, I had a client who did the exact same thing. And let me tell you, so that's part of you being a client, being your dream client. You give, and then it will be given back to you, pressed down, shaking together, and running over. And I'll tell you, I got 2 clients. So the first one, it was a pay in full. The other one was a payment plan, but still at that same high level investment, right? And so that's the kind of energy that you want to be creating in your business if you are wanting to land your dream clients without the hustle and without the burnout. So what you get to do is you get to go back as an action item and look and say, okay, number 1, am I understanding my dream clients at a deep level, and do I understand the pain points that's going to move them into a purchasing decision? That's number 1. Number 2 is, am I creating a brand experience that attracts my ideal clients, my dream clients, not just ideal, my dream clients? And number 3, am I being a dream client myself? All right, sis. Listen, I pray that this episode has helped you out as you are becoming the generational leader that you have been called to be. If you are needing help and resources and figuring out how to land those dream clients, go ahead and apply for our next level mastermind, because what I can tell you is when you partner with us, you're going to see a 10x return on your investment, and you will start to tap into becoming the entrepreneur who is ready to create generational wealth. Because it takes, we got a lot of people talking about, oh, we'll help you in 10 days to create 6 figures. That's unrealistic and unattainable. But what we can do is help you to become the entrepreneur who is ready to create generational wealth. And the way that we do it is unlike any other. We literally are able to tap into your kingdom blueprint and help you to create strategies that's unique to you, to where you're going to see some results where you're able to collapse decades into months and months into weeks, and just you start to see this just internal external acceleration, and you start to feel this freedom and start to tap into your next level of financial overflow. If that's you, go ahead and apply, because we only have a limited spots that are available in that. And I will tell you this one last thing. If you're not a fit for the program, we're honest and we will tell you about that. We're not ones that just take your money and not get you a result. We will either say, okay, here's a better fit and where you need to start so that you can set a foundation and then come over here. Or we will make a recommendation for you that is really going to help you to tap into that next level. All right. Well, until next time, continue to be blessed by the best. Bye. Did that episode feel juicy or what? If so, please do me a favor and take 30 seconds to write a review. Your review helps us to spread the mission of creating generational wealth around the world. And if you tag me on IG stories, I'll be sure to reshare the love. And don't forget to join our Kingdom Collaborators Network, where we're coming together to intentionally collaborate to grow our business. Until next time, remember, for with Christ, nothing is impossible.